Deals for 2011. He's got some monster savings for you this week, and we might just persuade Lenny Henry to stay on as well, which would be rather nice. I'll see you at 8:30.
Look forward to that.
Thanks
so much indeed, Lorraine. Now, the hugely popular Wild at Heart, which is filmed against the dramatic backdrop of South Africa, returns to ITV this Sunday.
Yeah, the much-loved characters and exciting wildlife face many adventures at Leopard's Den in the new series. Take a look.
Is everything okay?
It's not. No. I think our lions have got canine distemper.
No.
We've just lost one.
Canine distemper?
Yeah, think foot and mouth, then double it. Sorry, we're going to have to go home tonight. All hands on deck.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'm not too old to lend a hand.
Sorry?
Robert's decided to take me up on my offer.
What offer?
He's going to come back with us.
And he sounds delighted. Lead star Stephen Tompkinson is here to tell us more. Who's that man and why is he coming home? And why are you not happy about it?
It's the gorgeous Warren Clarke, who's playing my estranged father, Danny's father, who he hasn't seen since he was a teenager. And Alice and Danny are on honeymoon in London, and he gets back in touch and follows us back to Africa.
And then follows you home?
Exactly. Exactly, to deal with canine distemper.
Yes, in lions.
There you go.
And larger animals as well.
Larger, yeah, we've all the gang's back. The giraffes, the elephants, yeah, it's fantastic.
Actually, should we deal with this now? There is one particular giraffe that...
Yeah,
sadly
Hamley,
passed away,
who was tragically struck by lightning and...
Struck by lightning?
He was, yeah. I was with him just a couple of hours before, and it literally... a bolt out of the blue.
Is that Hamley there?
That's him.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think there are going to be some people watching this and hearing that saying, what are we talking about? It's just an animal. But, I mean, you get so close to these...
Oh, absolutely.
These animals,
and he was a one-off, and he was more like a dog in his behaviour. He used to recognise you and come when you called him, and it's just so unique to have such a large animal like that be so inquisitive and friendly.
Does it help the role for you when you're working with animals that you
very much,
love
yes.
and
I mean,
care
it's our 6th year out there now, and the more time we spend with them, the bigger rapport you build up with them, and they let you in for more up close and personal shots. So it keeps the programme exciting.
There's a picture over your shoulder there of, is it Marmite or Bovril?
That's Bovril, our cheetah. Yeah, and he's looked after by a little pug dog called Marmite.
Yeah. And Marmite is there in a sort of a camera downer capacity.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. No, they often do that with the big cats, put them in with a small dog, and the dog becomes the boss and looks after them.
I love it. A pug bossing around a cheetah.
This is kind of, you know, if I was an actor, I think that would be kind of my dream job.
Oh,
I mean, it's beautiful over there as well.
Yeah, well, spoiled rotten.
You must feel very lucky.
I do. I do.
Let's talk about what's coming up for you, because you're moving on to... is it a play you're going to?
I am. I'm going up to Newcastle tomorrow to start rehearsals for a play called Faith and Cold Reading, where I play a particularly nasty gangster. Very honourable gangster. He strangles everyone by hand, doesn't bother with machines, so he's quite old-fashioned. And I want to dedicate it to my dear friend Mr Postlethwaite, who passed away. I was lucky enough to work with Pete twice during my first ever TV series and then my first ever film, and he was always there for me and put in a lot of time, and I shall miss him immensely.
I'm sure. So many people speak so fondly of him. We have a clip, I think, of you with him in the fabulous Brastoff.
I like the band. I love the band. We all do. But there's other things in life, you know, that's more important.
Not in mine, there isn't.
I can't remember which one of the papers it was, but they summed it up quite nicely, and this isn't verbatim, but they said something saying goodbye to someone that we never really knew we had. I don't, you know, maybe there's the feeling that you just didn't know how great an actor this guy was.
Exactly, and you look back over Pete's CV and it's extraordinary, and even when he was in such demand at Hollywood, always took time to go and do theatre jobs out at the Royal Exchange in Manchester, and he was just really dedicated to his craft, and trained as a teacher originally, and he sort of passed that on. And
I met him once in Ireland. We were at a big tourist attraction in the west of Ireland, and there he was, and he was such a gentleman. There was such warmth about him, and very understated.
Very.
So not a star, basically.
That's right. Yeah. And you know, passionate about environmental concerns, and, you know, brassed off, you know, wanting to tell that story about the miners. And, yeah, he was an inspiration.
It's nice to think that it kind of lives on, because I'm sure, like, his abilities rubbed off on people like yourself.
Absolutely, and his son Will's training at Lambda at the moment, and if I ever got the chance to work with him, it would be an honour, as it was to work with Pete.
OK, so Wild at Heart, Sunday nights, ITV, really looking forward to it. I'm just back from Africa myself, so I cannot wait.
Right, great.
Kenya with Rhinos.
Jet set, I didn't realise that.
And I've got to plug DCI Banks as well, because last time I was here we made a pilot of it, and we're doing a series in March.
Congrats.
3 more books, thank you very much.
You're not very busy at all then, are you?
No,
yeah?
Quiet, a break.
Good luck playing a villain. I don't think you could do that. Could you do a villain? And I'll see you at my party later, apparently.
Just watch him. Oh yeah, it's all going on. Still to come on Daybreak, all the news, travel and weather where you are.
Plus, Dr. Hillary's got some great tips on doing your body some good this winter.